Okay. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare. Yashomati Nandana Brajvar Nagara Gokul Ranjana Kana Gopi Paranadhana Madana Manohara Kaliya Damana Vidana Yashomati Nandana Brajvar Nagara Gokul Ranjana Kana Amal Harina Amiya Vilasa Vipina Purandhar Navina Nagar Gora Vam Sivadana Subhasa Yashomati Nandana Brajvar Nagara Gokul Ranjana Kana Brajajan Palana Asura Kul Nashana Nanda Godhana Rakhovala Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Navanita Taskara Sundara Nanda Gopala Yashomati Nandana Brajvar Nagara Gokul Ranjana Kana Yamuna Tatchar Gopi Vasanhara Rasa Rasika Kripa Moya Shri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natavara Bhakti Vinodashaya यशोमती नंदन ब्रज नागरा। गोकुल रंजन काना हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे नाम संकीर्तन की। Thank you so much for singing along and very nice Mridangam Prabhu. Please recite along with me. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam वंदे अहम श्री गुरो श्रीयुतापद कमलम श्री गुरुन् वैष्णवांच श्री रूपम साग्र जातम श्री रूपम साग्र जातम सगण रघुनाथान्वितां तम सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगणा ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितां च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतुषे नमः वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं परमानंद माधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं। हरि ओम तत्सत्। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। So how many people have read 9 cantos of Bhagavatam already? So in the process. So Srila Prabhupada says you can't read the 10th canto if you have not read the 9 cantos. And there is a reason for that, because to assimilate 10th canto, where after other avatars like Vatsya Avatara, Ram Avatara, Narsimha Avatara, we are supposed to have become devotees and have developed consciousness where we can appreciate the 10th canto, which is the advent of Lord Krishna. So to assimilate those leelas of Krishna, we need to come to a level of consciousness. Otherwise, not only will we not enjoy the nectar of 10th canto, but also will commit offenses to the literary form of Lord Krishna, which is Srimad Bhagavatam itself. Because we'll misinterpret those leelas. Why Lord is acting like a small kid? Why is he doing all those kiddish leelas? Why is he stealing butter? Why is he troubling cows by hanging behind their tail? Or why is he stealing the clothes of gopis? Or why doing ras leela? But on the other hand, when as a devotee you associate with the 10th canto, you understand that 10th canto is the essence, the life. When the stories of gopis come, where all the biggest, greatest devotees so far, if you ask them what do you want to become, they will be hesitant to say it because they will think they are not worthy of it. But deep in their heart, they want to be something like gopis, to the extent of becoming a particle of dust under their feet, or even a blade of grass. But even the blade of grass has got some individuality, some ego. So where Srila Prabhupada says, not even blade of grass, we should aspire to be a particle of dust, right, of the lotus feet of gopis. So, because Srila Prabhupada has not only written Krishna book for us, which is the summary of 10th canto, as a mercy to all of us, and it was in very, very initial days. Krishna book was not written later when all the resources were there. It was written very, very in the beginning, where there were no resources also. So why Krishna book was prioritized so much by Srila Prabhupada? Before I have any money also to write book, he wrote that book. To publish there was no money. So who donated money to publish that book? That rock band. What is it called? Beatles. Right? They gave the money. So that this is how close Krishna book is to Prabhupada, because in 90 stories, it tells the 10th canto in summary. In some places, the description on the chapters is even more than Srimad Bhagavatam purports itself. So close is 10th canto and Krishna story to Srila Prabhupada. And even in 10th canto, when we start and the build up to Lord Krishna's appearance, the demigods come and do prayers to Krishna who has not yet appeared, and there is a description of how all the signs in nature are showing auspicious signs. Then we arrive at 10.3.7. So this is a bit difficult, although it's a very, very beautiful verse. This is where we describe the advent or birth of Lord Krishna, right? This is the verse 7 and 8, right? But it's a bit difficult to pronounce, so let's focus. मुमुचुर्मनयो देवः सुमनांसि मुदान्वितः मंदं मंदं जलधरा जगर्जुरनुशाग्रम् निशीते तम उद्भूते जायमाने जनार्दन देवक्यां देवरूपिण्यां विष्णु सर्वगुहसाया आविरासीद्यथा प्राच्याम् दिशेन्दुरिव पुष्कलः. So those who can read it clearly, can somebody read? Will follow you. Momochurmunayo deva Sumanamsi mudanvitah Mandam mandam jaladhara Jagarjur anusagaram Nishite tam udbhute Jayamane janardane Devakya devarupinyam Vishnu sarvaguhyasaya Avirasita yatha pratyam Dishendur pushkalah. Someone else wants to read? Mataji's. Momochurmunayo devaha Sumanamsi mudanvitaha Mandam mandam jaladhara Jagarjur anusagaram Nishite tam udbhute Jayamane janardane Devakyam devarupinyam Vishnu sarvaguhyasayah Avirasidhyatha pratyam Dishinduri pushkalaha. So we'll go to the word meanings and the translation. Then we'll again read it and then we'll see how sweet it is. Every word of these two verses combined is pure nectar. Okay? So let's smile. I am not saying smile. We are reading the two verses of Bhagavatam. Okay? So once you read the meanings and translation, you will understand what you were reading. Mumuchaha, showered. Munyaha, all the great sages and saintly persons. Devaha, and the demigods. Sumanamsi, very beautiful and fragrant flowers. Muda anvitaha, being joyous in their attitude. Mandam mandam, very mildly. Jaladharaha, clouds. Jagarjuhu, vibrated. Anusagaram, following the vibrations of the sea waves. Nishithe, late at night. Tamaha udbhute, when it was densely dark. Jayamane, on the appearance of Janardane, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu. Devakyam, in the womb of Devaki. Devarupinyam, who was in the same category as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Ananda Chinmay Ras Pratibhavitabihi. Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Lord, Sarva Guha Sahaya, who is situated in the core of everyone's heart. Avirasit, appeared, Yatha, as, Prachyam Dishi, in the east, Indu Iva, like the full moon, Pushkalaha, complete in every respect. I forgot to copy the translation. The demigods and great saintly persons showered flowers in a joyous mood, and clouds gathered in the sky and very mildly thundered, making sounds like those of ocean's waves. Then the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu, who is situated in the core of everyone's heart, appeared from the heart of Devaki in the dense darkness of night, like the full moon rising on the eastern horizon, because Devaki was of the same category as Sri Krishna, Lord Krishna ki. So now we understand the essence of these two verses. Mumuchurmunayo deva Sumanam si mudanvita Mandam mandam jaladhara Jagarjur anushagaram Nishitetam udbhute Jayamane janardane Devakyam devarupinyam Vishnu sarva guhasaya Avirasid yatha prachyam Dishindur iva pushkalaha. So Krishna says, whatever is our last thought when we are leaving the body decides what body will get next, right? And those who think of me, only me. Okay, Ant College, Mam Ev. Okay, A means only. Ant College, Mam Ev. Smaran Muktva Kalevaram. Kalevaram means body. So getting free from the body, mukt from the body. Ant College, Mam Ev Smaran. अंत कालेच मामेव स्मरण मुक्त्वा कलेवरम यह प्रयाति समद भावम याति नास्ति अत्र संशयः. There is no doubt he will achieve me. He who thinks of, by leaving the body, he thinks of me only. The most important word in this verse is ev. So people will think, okay, amongst other things we will remember Krishna also. So ev does not means also. Ev means only. That is why this whole tapasya, whole struggle. Okay, if it was just one of the to-do items, we could have written Krishna also. But he says, not only write at the top of your list, but remove the rest of the list. Only me. He's jealous. For he's jealous if something else is there in his devotee's heart than himself. Right? So in the last moments of our life, if you can memorize things like this, okay, is it possible? There are instances where, which Maharaj it is, tell me, where in coma he was doing arti like this. Gopal Krishna Goswami. Right? So it is possible. So these senior devotees are not there to just teach us or do book reading like I do with you. I just prepare some PPT and speak here, not having those realizations myself. But these Maharajas or these senior devotees, they don't even need to preach. So one of the brahmacharis, they asked Guru Maharaj, what extraordinary service I should do towards you that I can make you happy. He says, I am happy just to be in this saffron dress you remain. That itself is enough for me. Because just coming in front of people in saffron dress, you are reinforcing the faith of people. It is possible. People can leave everything for Krishna. That itself is the greatest preaching. So, what is the lesson here for all of you and especially me? That preaching is to be done by practice rather than PPT. But still, it's my duty, my service has been assigned, so I'll present the PPT. Okay, but I'm also in the process of getting the realizations, memorizing these things and forgetting others. Right? So you might say, I have a lot of memory space. These kids memorize the entire history chapter, English chapter, Hindi chapter, scoring 929 out of 30, 30 out of 30. But even if we had that kind of memory, although we don't have, we don't need it. Rather, we need less memory so that we become forgetful because there is so much to forget. All this life we have accumulated, not only this life, so many lifetimes we have accumulated so many memories which are not only useless but are detrimental. Right? Like snake is carrying that venom. Imagine that venom is fine in one corner there, but suppose it spreads into his own body. That is how these memories are. So we want to erase those and memorize things like this. So this I was saying just in the glory of these two verses. So glorious are two verses of Srimad Bhagavatam. How glorious is Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam. So we will be excused, Kali Yuga, poor students of Kali Yuga, if we don't read four Vedas, we don't read 17 Purana also, but 18th Purana, Bhagavad Purana or Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said, if human life gets over without reading or hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, human life is wasted. Right? So the purport of this verse from His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So Prabhupada starts with by quoting 537 of Brahma Samhita. He says, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitavis Tabhir Yah Eva Nija Rupataya Kalabhi Golok Eva Nevasti Kali Atma Bhuto Govindamadi Purusham Tamham Bhajami. This verse indicates that Shri Krishna and his entourage are of the same spiritual potency, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. Who is mentioned here in the purport? Having the same potency of Ananda Chinmaya Rasa here like Krishna? Devaki. Right? So you are forgetting the translation already. Okay? So Devaki is mentioned. So this verse indicates, Srila Prabhupada says that Krishna and his entourage, his people, his devotees are of the same spiritual potency of Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. Krishna's father, his mother, his friends, the court boys and the cows are all expansions of Krishna, as will be explained in the Brahma Vimohan Leela later. When Brahma took away Krishna's associates to test the supremacy of Lord Krishna, the Lord expanded himself again in the forms of many cohort boys and calves, all of whom, as Brahma saw, were Vishnu Murtis. So you all know about Brahma Vimohan Leela. Devaki is also an expansion of Krishna, And therefore the verse says, Devakyam Devarupinyam Vishnuhu Sarvaguha Sahaya. So which interprets that devotees of Krishna, his associates, are also of the same spiritual potency. So now you understand why you feel so great on Sunday afternoon after having devotee association rather than watching it on YouTube. This is the reason, right? At the time of Lord's appearance, the great sages and demigods, being pleased, began to shower flowers. At the seashore, there was the sound of mild waves, and above the sea, there were clouds in the sky which began to thunder very pleasingly. I can't tell you how happy I am feeling reading this particular lines in a class, because you reach this section after long wait. So in the course of reading Srimad Bhagavatam, you would want to, oh, 6 times, 7. When will I reach 10? I want to reach 10, but you can't, right? But this is when you reach here, you say, oh, this is what this effort was for. When things were adjusted like this, Lord Vishnu, who is residing within the heart of every living entity, appeared in the darkness of night as Supreme Personality of Godhead before Devaki, who appeared as one of the demigoddesses. The appearance of Lord Vishnu at that time could be compared to the rising of full moon in the sky in the eastern horizon. The objection may be raised that since Lord Krishna appeared on the 8th day of waning moon, there could be no rising of the full moon. In answer to this, it may be said that Lord Krishna appeared in the dynasty which is in the hierarchy of the moon. Therefore, although the moon was incomplete on that night because of Lord's appearance in the dynasty, wherein the moon is himself the original person, the moon was in an overjoyous condition. So, by the grace of Krishna, he could appear as a full moon. To become the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the waning moon became a full moon in jubilation. So the nakshatras also got an excuse to deviate from their normal behavior. Instead of Deva Rupinyam, some text of Srimad Bhagavatam clearly say Vishnu Rupinyam. In either case, the meaning is that Devaki has the same spiritual form as the Lord. The Lord is Sachidananda Vigraha and Devaki is also Sachidananda Vigraha. Therefore, no one can find any fault in the way the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sachidananda Vigraha, appeared from the womb of Devaki. Those who are not in full knowledge that the appearance and disappearance of the Lord are transcendental, Jan Kam Chame Divyam, are sometimes surprised that Supreme Personality of Godhead can take birth like an ordinary child. Actually, however, Lord's birth is never ordinary. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is already situated within the core of everyone's heart as Antaryami, the Super Soul. Thus, because he is present in full potency in Devaki's heart, he was also able to appear outside his body. So it is not a material kind of birth. He was always present, omnipresent, but he was just appearing outside her body to do his leelas. On the 12 great personalities of Bhishma Deva, Swayambhur, Naradaha, Shambhuvuhu, Kumaraha, Kapilo Munaha, Praladaha, Janko Bhishmaha. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhishma, a great authority to be followed by the devotees, says that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is situated in the core of everyone's heart, just as the sun may be on everyone's head. Yet, although the sun may be on the heads of millions and millions of people, this does not mean that the sun is variously situated. Similarly, because the Supreme Personality of Godhead has inconceivable potencies, he can be within everyone's heart and yet not be situated variously. Ekatvam anupashyataha, Ishopanishad 7. The Lord is one, but Devaki, the Lord is one, but he can appear in everyone's heart by his inconceivable potency. Thus, although the Lord was within the heart of Devaki, he appeared as a child. According to Vishnu Purana, therefore, as quoted in Vaishnava Toshani, the atom, the Lord appeared like the sun, Anugrahasya. The Brahma Samhita 535 confirms that the Lord is situated even within the atom. Anandatarastha Paramanu Chayantarastham. He is situated in Mathura, in Vaikuntha, and in the core of heart. Therefore, one should clearly understand that he did not live like an ordinary child in the heart or the womb of Devaki. Nor did he appear like an ordinary human child, although he seemed to do so in order to bewilder asuras like Kamsa. So, who was waiting for his physical appearance? Kamsa. The Asuras wrongly think that Krishna took birth like an ordinary child and passed away from this world like an ordinary man. Such Asuric conceptions are rejected by the persons in knowledge of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ajo Apiyasan अब अव्ययात्मा भूतानाम ईश्वरो अपि सन BG 4.6. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, the Lord is Aja, unborn, and He is the supreme controller of everything. Nonetheless, He appeared as a child of Devaki. The verse describes the inconceivable potency of the Lord, who appeared like the full moon. Understanding the special significance of appearance of Supreme Personality of Godhead, one should never regard him as having taken birth like an ordinary child. So Srila Prabhupada is stressing so much in the purport of this verse on the transcendental nature of Lord Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Even in Bhagavad Gita, this verse which is mentioned here, Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam. There also Krishna gives the highest reward to just knowing this particular fact, that Krishna's birth is not ordinary. His leelas are not ordinary, they are transcendental, they are above this material world. Just if you know this, you are delivered. Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam Evam Yo Veti Tatvataha Tyaktva Deham Punar Janma Naeti. Nayati Mameti so Arjuna. So that person, so what is the ultimate purpose of all the tapasya? Right? So that our rebirth does not happen into this world. So that highest prize can be achieved. Punarjanma naeti mam eti. You will achieve me. Punarjanma will not happen. Okay? Just if you know Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam, my Janm and Karma Leela actions, Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam Evam Yo Veti Tattvataha. Here the catchword is Tattvataha. Okay? So if you ask anybody here who thinks Krishna's birth is not transcendental and just like material birth like any child, anybody thinks like that? No, right? Nobody will disagree. Nobody will say no. But not disagreeing does not mean agreeing or knowing tattvataha. So initially, we used to think Krishna's birth is happening. There is Devaki, there is Vasudev. They are associating like a normal couple, and the child is born. Right? That is where we were initially. Then we were fortunate enough. Somebody handed us one pamphlet. Mataji guessed right. Somebody handed us a pamphlet. Please come for Janmashtami. So we all went with our children for their dance competition. So after that, many years after that, we are sitting here and saying, we agree that Krishna's birth is not material, it is transcendental. From here, we have come here. But we have to go very far. If we are stuck here, then also it is very bad. We will be stuck in Swargaloka. Neither here, like Trishanku fellow. Right? So, we have very far to go. Right? So to know it tattvataha is all that all this effort is about. That is why Krishna appeared again as Lord Chaitanya to give us Krishna Prema. So as Krishna gave little bit of Prema to those people who were there, lucky people, right? Not unlucky, they were saints and pious souls from millions of lifetimes, not just arbitrary. They are not arbitrary people. Before the appearance of Lord Krishna, in the beginning of 10th canto, the background is given how Devatas, approached the Lord, right? And through Brahma, Lord communicated to Devata, I am going to appear in Goloka, in Mathura, okay? So all of you, please come. Before me, all of you go, all Devatas. With your wives and your families, you go. Be ready for my appearance. So all these people are Devatas. So Lord Chaitanya came again 500 years ago. And he said, why only very, very pious souls should get Krishna Prema? Everybody should get. Even animals. He made even tigers and lions to dance to Hare Krishna, right? But as Krishna avatar, why did he come? Although he told his purpose, okay? Two things he said: Paritranaya sadhunam, vinashaya dushkritam. But which one first? Paritranaya sadhunam. Vinashaya dushkritam, he can do just like this. He can stop somebody's heartbeat just by glancing at it. What Kamsa and what Ravana and Hiranyakashipu. He comes for the first purpose. Paritranaya sadhuna. Why? Because he loves his devotees. Right? Also he enjoys this. He enjoys doing leelas with his devotees. That is his primary purpose. Then there are other secondary purposes also. Dharma samsthapanaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Right? But the main purpose of Krishna's appearance is Paritranaya sadhunam. He wants the association of his devotees. So, just brief background, this was for refreshing our consciousness and aligning it for Sri Krishna Janmashtami. Right? So, as we approach Sri Krishna Janmashtami, these are the thoughts we should have, right? Where we think of Krishna and his entourage being of the same spiritual potency, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, as Krishna himself. So when we associate with devotees, we sing with them, we dance with them, it generates happiness for Krishna. And people are very, very merciful, very, very happy on their birthday, right? Even if it's not just kids, when we grow up also, happiest day. Even the grown-ups feel something, it's my birthday. And through the years, year after year, our birthday was celebrated in a very different way. And if I ask you to think of 20 days in your past, all your life, some of those days will be your birthdays, right? Because you are the center of it's your important day, right? And everybody is pampering you. Krishna loves to be pampered as a child so much. He loves to be pampered so much that even if the milk is overflowing and Yashoda leaves feeding him and puts him down and goes to switch off that fire, he minds it. He gets angry. I am hungry here, you are feeding me. Let that milk boil over. Why did you go? So he gets angry. And I will teach you a lesson now. So what will I do? I'll do some destruction in this room. I'll break some pots, spread the butter all over the room, give it to monkeys, okay? He appears to be doing multiple things at the same time. He's expressed, every Leela will give you so many lessons. So one is, Krishna is very possessive when it comes to the love of his devotees, right? He wants devotees to serve him. He tells them, I am hungry. How can the Supreme Personality of Godhead be hungry? Right? I'm feeling hot. Go bring chandan for me from Puri. Right? Such demands he makes with the devotees. But from non-devotees, he does not accept services. So that is why we all are there in during Janmashtami. We receive bhogas coming from various societies. Every society is bringing chappan bhoga. We take from them and then we go and offer to Krishna. Please accept. That is why otherwise we can say everybody come and this is the place. Please offer your bhoga here. Right? So we have pujaris through whom we do this. So that is why we have a very important role here. Krishna not only does not accept services from Krishna, but also in 18th chapter when Krishna says, there is nobody more dear to me than he who tells this knowledge of mine and yours, Arjuna, to my devotees. He also says, do not give this to non-devotees. So we have to act as that medium. Krishna has himself created this Maya like a tough receptionist, right? We have lot of grudge from the security guards, right? Whenever we go to a society, show us your. Sometimes they don't recognize and ask you also. They have to tell them I'm a resident here, right? We feel so bad, right? So bad that this whole incident of 4 Kumaras happened when they stopped some people, some on the gate, right? So, but Krishna has himself created this irritating thing to stop people, devotees at the reception, Maya Devi, and asked her to become very, very principal ma'am. How is principal ma'am? Principal ma'am is what is the qualification of principal ma'am? You go for PTM, right? So all the teachers will be there, some specialist in science, biology, maths. What is the qualification of principal ma'am? She has to be very, very khadus, right? So Maya Devi has been the JD itself was published for Maya Devi by Lord. I want the most khadus lady to work on my reception. Why? Who are coming to God's office? Devotees only, na? Demons will not come. So why troubling devotees by putting a khadus lady there? Any idea? Correct. Manage the teacher and staff and some naughty students also who will start coming to her office, right? And in the God's case, why God is putting a khadus lady there when his own people, devotees are only approaching him? Demons will not approach him. They will say, go on Vishnu, like Hiranyakashipu, go on Vishnu, Kaisa Vishnu. So why for devotees, to trouble devotees also, Lord has put Maya Devi khadus lady there at the reception?
Just to ensure that the person needs only him.
How desperate, how sincere somebody is, right? So if you want to meet the minister, he will himself ask you to, go meet my PA. His PA will send him to his manager, all those levels, so that half of the people's purpose will be solved by other people itself. And God has limited time, right? Not that he has to manage all the worlds that are managed by his reportees, right? Devatas. He doesn't worry about that. He has very limited time. Why? So many devotees. So he wants to give personal attention to all the devotees. So he doesn't have time to waste with anybody who is non-serious and coming over there, right? Carrying all the anarthas and still approaching the Lord. Actually speaking, we should ourselves not try to approach Lord directly because we are carrying anarthas, right? If you ask a child, principal is asking for one volunteer to help her in her office. No child will go. Why? They will be scared. कुछ तो गलती हो जाएगा, हाँ, फाइल गिर जाएगा, something will happen, and then others will be playing in the ground or studying also. They will not be beaten up. I'll be beaten up. So we are very, very cautious about not only approaching the Lord but even the senior devotees. So many times we observe that those who are, when we were juniors, we were fine. We would not get beatings from the seniors. We would do, and now when we think what all things we have done, we have said, and how much they would be laughing behind our back. You see what these guys are saying, right? These stupid grastas coming and saying such things in front of us. Now we realize, but that time they excused us. They have just come, they don't know, right? But as you take some responsibilities, become senior, you have to start interacting with them. Sit in the principal's office. Teachers will not be spared. Student can say, I will not be volunteer in principal's office, but teachers have to go there, right? And they have to get the beatings also from the principal. So we should try as much as possible to remain on that junior category, right? Of course, we should take responsibility, but when it comes to being to interacting with senior devotees, we should be very careful, because Lord will forgive any other sin, but will not forgive Vaishnava Aparadh. So it is like I asked this question to Kartikeya Prabhu once. Prabhu, what is the safe distance from you? Okay. So Kartikeya Prabhu said it's like fire. Okay. If you sit at safe distance, you can enjoy the warmth. But if you come too close, and if you are not fire yourself, if you are fire at my level, come, let's have some jokes, right? But if you are not fire yourself and come in too close to fire, what will happen? Too much of warmth will come, right? You don't want that much of warmth. So same way, here Prabhupada is saying Krishna's devotees are also having the same potency. And who are these devotees? He's saying his entourage, Krishna's entourage, his group, be it Gopas, Gopis, his parents, friends, right? Brajvasis, they are his entourage. But being a Brajvasi is a state of Google Maps? No. Brajvasis are not found on Google Maps. It's not a place. Brajvas is a state of consciousness. Right? You might, if you go to Mathura, first instruction your travel guide will tell you is take care of your pockets. Yeah. So they live in that place. Monkeys also live in that place. What is the special thing about monkeys of Vrindavan? They will do such kind of things. But most special thing about their consciousness is they are the luckiest people. People wish so much. Oh, I wish I could go to Vrindavan. I am going to miss this yatra. I wish I had become a 16 rounder, so I could have also qualified to go for Vrindavan yatra. But these monkeys, they are born. They are the natural citizens of Vrindavan. But problem is they don't know it. So if we go to Vrindavan without knowing Vrindavan Leelas and click selfies with the Lord's deities, we are at the same platform as monkeys. Very sad to say, I'm very sorry. But I've also gone like that. I went to Vrindavan and one monkey came here, sat here, right here, and I was wearing glasses. He took that, and it's all dirt everywhere, drainage and all, so much of pushing. And I said, why do people come here? I better go to some other holiday place, some hill station. Why? I'll never come here. And next time when I went with devotees, I understood the value of each particle of that place. This is, and they showed this is the Prabhupada's room. When you go to ISKCON Vrindavan temple, you feel like, oh, Dadaji ka ghar, like you go to your native, Dadaji yahan baithte the, like that you feel. You feel Prabhupada there, or Radha Damodar Mandir, where that room is kept like that, where he spent years before going to US. You get that feel of belongingness to this place, right? So it's all about consciousness, Vrindavan consciousness we develop. So when we read Bhagavatam, when we associate with the devotees of Krishna and we serve Krishna, we develop that Vrindavan consciousness. What is Vrindavan consciousness? What did the people of Vrindavan want all the time? Lotus feet of Krishna. To serve. to serve the lotus feet of Krishna. What does a mother want from her six months old baby? Even if baby has got superpowers, right? There was a movie of superpowers, no, that Incredibles, right? So even if somebody has a baby like those Incredibles, what does a mother want from a 6 months baby? Or if he can give some vardhan, also some shakti he has got, some yogis. What does a six months old baby's mother want from him? Not love also. What love you will? He'll do all the crying, peeing on the bed, trying to fall. What does she want? He can't even say mummy, ma, no reciprocation. What does she want from him? Happiness and मेहरबानी करके बिस्तर से मत गिरना, मेहरबानी करके दूध पी लो, बस इतना कर दो. If you drink milk, if you eat, very, very grateful to you. I don't want anything, right? You in the morning, oh, you're still here. Thank you so much, right? Or you finished your milk, you finished your roti. Thank you so much, right? That is what people of Vrindavan wanted. That you don't injure your feet when you go to forest with the cows. Don't spoil your old dress. Eat something. Be seen by us. That's all they wanted. Right? So that is Vrindavan consciousness. So if we want to become Brajvasis, if we want to relate to this moment, that moment when he appeared from the heart of Devaki, it's not physically we have to go to Mathura, right? But we have to develop that consciousness that just like in the darkness of the night, in that rainy night, you appeared in Mathura. In the same way, in the darkness of my heart, please appear, O Lord. That is the consciousness for Janmashtami, Sri Janmashtami Mahotsav ki. So all are fired up for Janmashtami. So we have so few people in the class only today. In Janmashtami, we need hundreds of people. So what can we do about it? Can we do something about it? Very nice, Mataji. Perfect. So, when Krishna creates scarcity in the lives of devotees, everything that happens in the lives of devotees, there is a 81 8189. Whose car is that? 8189. Yes? Okay. So everything that happens in the non-devotee's life is done by Maya. Everything that happens in devotee's life is done by Krishna. So if Krishna creates scarcity in our life, there is a lesson there. Okay. So we went to a new place in my hometown. Nobody knows Prabhupada. Nobody knows ISKCON. They only know Devi, Jwala Mata, Durga Mata, Chamunda Mata, Chintapurni Mata in Himachal Pradesh. Huge scarcity. There is nobody to talk about Prabhupada. Emergency, right? So we were frustrated what to do now, right? So for Janmashtami donations, we are going shop to shop and they are giving us 50 rupees, 100 rupees. The biggest jeweler of the town gave us 500 rupees. So we said, how to do this now, right? So we sat down, this is a crisis situation. What to do? Krishna wants us to reach out to some people who are very, very fortunate. Nobody has touched them. So if you get just sitting here, we get lakhs of rupees. Our whole budget was 3 lakh rupees, small Janmashtami. 3 lakh rupees. We'll happy do it. We'll just be enjoying dancing in Janmashtami. And before that also no effort. Just put some banners and pamphlets. And he wants us to reach out to some people. And in that desperation, we reached the ex-politician of that state. He gave 5 names. You go to these people and tell them my name and they will give you a lot of money. So we took those 5 names and showed it to some local person there, who are these 5 people? So he said they are the wealthiest, not only 5 of the most wealthiest people of this town, they are the 5 biggest chores of this town. Okay? And why that ex-politician gave his these numbers is because they have got lot of favors from him when he was the head of that place. So he said, tell my name that you have earned so much money because of me, got the tenders, got your cases withdrawn, your people freed from prison because of me. Now give money to them. So when we heard that these were the 5 biggest chores of this town, we were thinking that how will we take from them? So there's so much karma will come, right? So the first guy we approached was he's the biggest liquor mafia of that place. I spent a year in jail and all that, and we went and we gave him prasadam, and his associate took picture of him and put on the WhatsApp message, honored by ISKCON devotee so and so person. And now people are asking, hey, this is the only person you got to meet, and you honored him, you are clicking pictures with him. So we said, we did not ask. We were giving prasadam and some his devotees, his friends took picture and put his WhatsApp status as, honored and all. So, but what happened after that? Krishna, maybe some good deed that person had done in previous life, Krishna wanted mercy to him. Now this person, because his political connects and all government schemes he will take up. So, because of proximity to Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, which is called Devbhumi, has got lot of drugs coming in. Devbhumi has become drugs bhumi. All the whole generation is gone with that white colored this thing, some drug is there. So this guy, our liquor mafia, he's got a new idea when drugs are spreading. He has created 6 buildings as rehab centers for so parents send their children to that place that for de-addiction you go there into these 6 places. There he keeps them in very bad condition, right? Like Dada and call them patients and all. So some Sukriti he got after this whole and he came on Janmashtami also with all his gang with the politician and clicked the picture on the stage also. Now what he's doing is he's coming every day for evening class to our center in Himachal and bringing all his rehab patients, what he call them, all these children for class. See the how Krishna builds up that background. So mercy was not coming to him; it was coming to all those 180 people in 6 places that he has kept as rehab people. And there, these kids are showing extraordinary affection to that preacher and that center. They're crying that somebody is treating us with so much love. Although it's just a small thing, they will get over it. But now, right now, their consciousness is that our life is zindagi barbaad ho gaya, right? Now, when they are being given this love, they are giving Krishna's kathas and Bhagavad Gita. These people are crying. They are feeling so good. And some of them have actually told their parents, now I am good to go. Take me away from him. I promise I'll leave all this addiction. Right? Such is the effect. So Krishna's mercy was supposed to come to these people. Otherwise, why would have we gone to the most notorious person in the town seeking donation? Right? So when Krishna is creating this scarcity of volunteers, this time scarcity has gone twice. Earlier we used to do one Janmashtami and we thought, oh, we are working so hard, wish we had some more people. Then we started 2 Janmashtamis, right? And then suddenly, till 1 month back, we did not know we are going to do 4. Till last week, we did not know. Today also Prabhuji was there in the site and going and inspect. Site inspection is happening 20 days before the Janmashtami. Such is the crisis. Imagine there is a wedding in your family, arranged marriage. Love marriage mein to ke bhag jao. Arranged marriage is happening in your house. 20 days में बारात आने वाला है एंड अभी आपने कपड़ा नहीं खरीदा है, अभी लड़की का कान में पियर्सिंग कराना बाकी है, राइट, right, and Bharat is about to come, you are yet to pierce the girl's ears. Such is the situation, right? So in such situation, what when Krishna creates such scarcity, such crisis, he wants us to reach out. So you don't need to look for liquor mafia or any bad guys. Start with good people. Okay? And this is the time. See, other times things are happening. Even if you are not come today, Sunday feast should have happened. Right? If you don't stand there distributing prasadam, somebody will distribute it. Right? All services will go on. 9 angas of bhakti, if you don't do, some way Krishna will manage. Archanam, Bandhanam, koi na koi kar dega, devotee service, deity worship service, somebody will take. But there are times when he wants devotees. Go, bring Chandan from Puri. Right? So he has put us not only in his place here, but also put us in a tight spot so that we don't become comfortable, we don't get into comfort zone. सब कुछ सेट है, इस डिपार्टमेंट में ये है, इस डिपार्टमेंट में अपना अपना सब स्टॉल लगाओ और 12 बजे आके नाचो सब लोग, राइट? दैट इज नॉट व्हाट गॉड वांट्स, राइट? He says, serve me, it's my birthday party, let others come and dance. No, you are the host. आपके यहाँ बारात आ रही है, आप ही अगर बैंड में डीजे में नाचोगे तो who will welcome बारातीज, राइट? आप तो घर के लोग हो. और do you want to become बाहर के लोग? If you have wedding in your house and your Bhatija's nephew's wedding is happening and people say, hey, आ गया वो फूफा, आना नहीं चाहिए था, he is always angry फूफा, okay? And then they say, please come, this is your room, this is the washroom, and anything is required, you please call us, get locked in this is a hotel room. You feel so awkward. Hey, I have cleaned a potty of this child and now you are making me guest in my own house in his wedding. I'm Fufa, I'll go there. No, please don't come. Every wedding you come Fufa, you become Naraj Fufa and you spoil the whole party. Okay, you feel so bad, right? Although you might be a Naraj Fufa, bad guy also, but still you will feel, मुझे कुछ तो सर्विस दो, फोटो में मैं भी दिखना चाहिए. I should also come next to the दूल्हा, right? So if you don't take any critical services, you become Naraj Fufa. Right? So you want to become Naraj Fufa or you want to be in the pictures with the Dula. Right? So you become Ghar ke log. How do you become Ghar ke log? Take up some service, no? In the marriage day pictures, if you see, worst pictures will be of the mother of the bride or groom. All sweat, all makeup is doing 3D maps are built here. Because she's not sitting on the sofa like this, smiling with curls of her hair. Her hair are all over the place. किसी को क्या चाहिए? वो पंडित जी को ये चाहिए, ये कम हो गया, right? So for parents of Dulha and Dulhan, it's a sweaty day. All makeup is washed up. So on Janmashtami day, please do not put any aftershave cream also, and no sunscreen, nothing, right? Please be ready in the yoga dress or sports dress to run around, and not only for Janmashtami. You will run around, you will get this opportunity to run around when the Bharat arrives. If there are only 5 Bharatis coming, what's the fun, right? So the main effort right now is to bring people here. We need 2 months of promotion we used to do. 2 months before Janmashtami, we used to have Achyut Prabhuji and launch the campaign from here, doing Sankirtan from here, right? 2 months before. Now we are 24 days, 26 days. Bharat has left. Better pierce the bride's ears. So what we need to do is, what Krishna is telling is, you got so many years of experience of Janmashtami. Now you go and become a preacher for Janmashtami, right? Be my messenger. So when you meet somebody, don't say you please come as guest, because more than guests we need hosts. Tell them please become my host. and I am in a desperate situation because Krishna wanted me to be in a desperate situation so that I can offer you host position. You go to a big temple in Delhi or Mumbai and you tell, I am second initiated and I do 64 malas every day. I am center's circle servant somewhere. They will not give you any service. Okay, Prabhu, what will you do? Distribute pamphlets because you don't know anybody in Delhi. You don't know that place. You don't know the process how it happens. Okay, Prabhu, do something. You will not get a service even if you are 25 years into Krishna consciousness because they are big congregations. There are so many people who have taken that service and made it their own. They will not leave it. I went to a temple in that gift shop. There's an old guy sitting as very rude. Huh, go away. No, again you are coming. You took three things. Again you are coming for fourth thing. So I'm just looking around, finding one more thing and irritating him. Right? What again you came? There's nobody else in the shop too. He is not handling huge pressure. But he's rude. Right? So later I asked him why this person is rude and he's like that. They said he's like that only always. So I said, why don't they find some other person? Because I am from ISKCON, other outsiders will come and they will say ISKCON wale to rude hai, right? They said he does not leave that seat. He is having that seat for 20 years. He will not leave that cash counter. What will you do? You can't throw him out, right? So he's old now, anyways. So maybe after a few years, Krishna will anyway replace him. But for now, we don't want to offend him. So same way, in yesterday's workshop, we were having one presentation on leadership succession. We should plan how we should plan leadership succession so that we can reduce the burnout of our leaders. So there we had to put SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, to this whole idea of leadership succession. So one threat came that leaders will not be willing to do succession. No, so how will you do their succession? Right? Nobody is ready to leave his service. So if you go to big temple, you will not get any service. You pick one bartan, no, three people will come to snatch it from you. Prabhu, chhod dijiye na, I'll do Prabhu. Right? Even if you want to take a picture with the bartan for 5 seconds, they not give it to you. Right? They are, because it's their main thing, right? They have this service every year, and after Janmashtami, their names will be called. Thank you so and so person for this head, for this stall, head of so and so stall. Nobody wants to drop his name this year, no? That I will leave and make somebody else do my service. My name will not be called. See, even if we progress in Krishna consciousness, there is some percentage of man pratishtha that still remains in our heart. We are humans, but gradually it goes away. Then your purpose becomes bigger than your service. Like Harikshetra Prabhu, he was running one center, then so many centers. He said, "You run it, right? You're making temple." Now he's being given responsibility by SIDC, right? South India Division Council also now. He is taking that on. If he becomes possessive, no, Whitefield, I'll remain here only. If tomorrow we have 2, 3, 4 temples, I want to be their head, right? Why it's happening? We would do like that. My temple, I will remain there. Other temples also, I'll be the president, right? But why is he doing that? Because it's progress. More somebody progresses in Krishna consciousness, more he will become humble. Why humble? More we progress in Krishna consciousness, more we come to know about our Fakar. Right? So more you get realization what Krishna is, what Krishna's devotees are, and what insignificant I am. You come to your औकात में आ जाते हैं, right? But नया नया आदमी आया है वो तन के बोलेगा ऐसे करके, नहीं मेरा whichever temple in the world I go, there should be somebody ready to put garland on me, right? That ego is there. But as you progress, you become more humble and you leave that attachment to your service or designation. Okay, but in big temples you will not get this service. Even like we are expanding now, once we have expanded and become a big temple, right, then we will not be getting so much service. Right now it's an opportunity also for us that we can take any service. Today you say any service you want to take, there is a requirement there. No department will tell you, Mataji, idhar nahi, udhar chale jaye. Nobody will say. They will lobby. Mataji, yaad hai, I brought such good prasadam for you once. You leave that department, आप मेरी side में आ जाओ. Everyone will do that because gift stall, book stall, preaching stall, tulsi pujan stall, stage, children activity. Everybody needs volunteers. No, they have to build their team. So when it's not that Krishna wants us to feel more important or our ego to become big. Hey, without me, Krishna's work is stopped. How big I am, right? Not to give us this feeling, but rather to give us an opportunity that we bring other fortunate souls. He's forcing us. Otherwise, we would have gone to every person in the town, but not to that liquor mafia person who's putting us our picture as honored by ISKCON, right? And big bad name for us. We would never have gone to him. But Krishna forced us to go to him because one day he will create create 6 places for rehab of drug addict people, and they are going to become the real youth devotees there. Other devotees not. Very senior Vaishnava like Saciputra Prabhu has gone there. Made temple president of that place. But no youth bothers. Some Babaji, they call it Babaji. Oh, Babaji ko dekha. Right? They don't bother. But these people who have nothing to do, they are locked into a house, phones taken away, only given food, and they are sitting and crying when I will get out of this jail. Sent by my own parents here. In that, they are put in cars and brought into a center like this and getting Krishna Katha, right? And this Prabhu has been associated with youth for a long time. So he knows how to connect with youth. These kids are crying. They will become our real youth devotees in the days to come, right? This was Krishna's plan. That you will go to a new, now that you have come to a new place, nobody knows about Prabhupada. So I'll give you some youth. Youth only, have that energy to do things. We Grihasthas are doing some part-time thing है Sunday को आगे कथा कर लिया, right? But youth are the people who will drive this mission. So Krishna said, I'll give you youth, and youth also ones who are very very grateful to you. Just imagine how grateful they will be to that Prabhu, Sanatan Prabhu. You know Sanatan Prabhu, right? He had come here. He gave a class also here, right? Who sang very beautiful kirtan and gave a very dangerous class. After that class, everybody was shocked, right? He came here and he's just smiling. He will keep smiling and throw some huge these things. No, he says, who is a devotee? Anybody who chants even a single round. And when will you consider yourself a devotee? When you don't forget Krishna even for 1 minute in your day. It's so discouraging, We all thought we were devotees. And suddenly he says, others you consider devotees if they chant 1 round also. But consider yourself a devotee when you don't forget Krishna for even a moment. So he will smile, and that is very, very friendly to the youth, right? So that is the plan of Krishna. So as we develop our consciousness to Janmashtami, right? We have to understand why Krishna has put us in a tight situation like this. We don't have volunteers. We have got permission from Sai Garden. This is where this whole thing started. This entire congregation of Kannamangala started in Sai Garden. First Janmashtami was done there in 2018, right? And we have gone full circle, done some Janmashtamis into this NPS side. One hall is there, right? Then KMM, then Manjunath, right? Finally, full circle we have gone to Sai Garden apartment. It's a very pious place, right? Very positive feel you'll get, vibes you'll get. So their hall is like old broken clubhouse, but you get that because we started there. So you get very good feeling there. And we also got permission for a very big palace in Buddhigiri Road. Right? If you look at that palace, when we first looked, if we got Janmashtami, it will be grand. But then they gave the permission and Achal Prabhu paid Lakshmi for getting that palace. Now we are thinking, how will we do there? Because if it's a small place, we were planning to do in a school in Buddhigiri Road. Sri Ram Global School, one auditorium. We could have managed. But if it's such a big palace, bigger than KMM also, we have to fill people there, no? If it's empty, how bad it will look. So we are in a crisis. We are in a crisis. Not only we are in a crisis, Krishna has put us intentionally in this crisis because he says, don't clutch to this seva. I am the head of this. This is my service. Go find more people. There are more fortunate people. Like they used to say, na, ki people are waiting when Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji's kirtaniyas will come and lift me from this sofa. People are waiting in their sofas that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's preachers will come with mridangam and kartal, and they Jiv Jago. They will do Jiv Jago there, right? So this is the time when Krishna actually needs us. It is his grand birthday party. He is inviting us. He asks us to. He is asking us to invite others, right? Of course, there will be some people who will not be able to come. Even if you give them pamphlet also, prasadam also, whatever you give, they will not come because they are unfortunate people. Krishna doesn't like them, right? They must have offended some devotee in some life. They will not come, even if you invite them 100 times, because Krishna is so powerful. If we don't want a particular Naraj Puphat to not come to our wedding, we can't do anything. He will come. He will come and spoil the party. But Krishna's case is powerful. If he doesn't want Naraj Fufa, he will not be able to come. Or tire puncture, some family emergency, some hospital, something will happen in somebody's life. He will not be, or he will simply say, "Don't, no, I will not come. I need to go somewhere else on Friday, Saturday. Long weekend hai, right? On long weekend, I need to go to Kodaikanal. Huh? Kodaikanal? I'll go to Kodaikanal. If you go to hill stations on long weekend, even election time, nobody gives his election vote. Also, they will go to Kodaikanal, right? Or Munnar, right? So he will straight away say, I booked my tickets to Munnar already. So what should you hear when somebody says like this? I have already booked my tickets. You hear he is saying, translate it. He is saying, sorry, I am unfortunate. Okay. So any answer he gives you, any reason he gives you for not coming to Janmashtami or not giving any services in Janmashtami, Mataji's, you can approach all your circle, right? That we need volunteers, full day volunteers, 8 a.m. till 2 a.m. 8 a.m. till 2 a.m. we need people. So somebody will say, gone crazy. Not even 2 p.m. You are saying 2 a.m. गलती तो नहीं लग गया? नहीं गलती नहीं लगा. 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. ही है. ठीक है? Have you not done this earlier? Have you not studied like this in college? Have you not done this in the wedding party in your family? 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. you have done ना? DJ के साथ में. So now we will give you better atmosphere than DJ. 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. So you start negotiating. So she will say, नहीं माता जी मैं 4 घंटे आ जाऊंगी. If you say 8 hours, then she will say 1 hour. So you start with 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. Then she will say 6 hours, 8 hours, right? We need people there and volunteers there, because it's not just people coming and taking darshan and prasadam. We have a purpose to fulfill with them. What is that purpose? To register them for Gita course, right? So if there are no volunteers to attend them, they will just come, have darshan, prasadam and go. We want people to catch them and say, come, register for Gita course, right? Or take Bhagavad Gita, we have to do book distribution there, right? Preach there. Otherwise, they will come see the dance of their kid and go, right? Our job is to catch them and give them what we got in the same way. Most of us have come like this, right? This is our fishing net. There must be. So we all are fish which were caught in Janmashtami and offered to the Lord. Of course, live. Right? Krishna doesn't want dead fish. So live we were offered to Krishna. So Krishna is saying, go with the net now. Bring more beautiful fish. Right? And catch them and bring them to me. Give them basic Bhagavad Gita course, then L2 Bhagavad Gita course, then Bhakti Vrikshas, and then take them to Yatra, and I'll be Very happy. Is there any other service where Krishna says, "Mera kaam aapke bina ruk gaya, please"? Anything? Whole year did Krishna ever come or send anybody to you? Please, if you don't do this, Krishna's work will stop. No, no. This is the time. In Chaitanya Charitamrit, Lord Chaitanya is saying, I'm alone. I can't do it myself. Of course, he is Supreme Personal Godhead. What is it? What is that he can't do himself alone? But he's saying this. I'm alone. Go spread my name. My name should be there in every town and village. You go. This is the order he is giving in Chaitanya Charitamrita, right? So this is the time. Or in any of Shastras, did you ever hear that? Oh, residents of Kannamangala, please offer me fruit. I'm hungry. Offer me some nice dishes. Did he ever say in any Shastras? No, right? But Chaitanya Charitamrita he's saying, go distribute my name everywhere. So if we become part of his mission, we follow his orders, we become ghar ke log and start managing Bharatis rather than become Bharati, we become his people, we become his entourage. Right? So Krishna and his entourage are of the same spiritual potency. We become of the same spiritual potency, although little bit, not like Devaki, but little bit like his potency. So I think good motivation class you had for Janmashtami. I think last year also I had taken verse before this, and this class went on with Navdeep Shri Mataji saying, okay, but this motivation went on. So the duty for us is not only to achieve some numbers. I distributed 2000 pamphlets will not help now. You need to find people who distribute 2000 pamphlets each, right? Desperate, become desperate. There are situations when you become desperate when you have nothing, like this place I was saying, or even when trying to find a place for doing Janmashtami, we are desperate. We'll go anywhere. Who is the MLA? Who is the owner? We will do whatever. So, in place where you go where you don't have any support. So right now you think, oh, this person does a little bit. He has attended 2, 3 classes. Finding a person who has done one class of ISKCON is a huge blessing there in my hometown. You have heard Srila Prabhupada's name. Oh, where are your charan? कहाँ है आपके? आपने Srila Prabhupada का नाम सुना है? तो कितने महान डिवोटी हैं. So here we don't value. और ठीक है कोई डिवोटी है मुझे उसका नाम भी नहीं पता है. Right? We do like this. But when you don't have anybody and you get somebody who knows Srila Prabhupada, his name he has heard, is a great resource. So let's consider everyone who knows in Bangalore, people, almost everybody knows about ISKCON and Prabhupada. This is the good thing here. So whoever you meet, all your friends who are not totally against Krishna, like Kon Krishna, Kon Vishnu, there are not many Hiranyakshis you will find, right? Except for those, anybody you meet, you bring them in and they will thank you so much, right? They will thank you so much that you got them this opportunity. In Jagannath Rath Yatra, some residents of that society got some service. Oh, they were so happy. I got to do this. I got to distribute Mahaprasad to other people. They got from the stage and distributed to others. So happy. I got to distribute Mahaprasad to people. They're so happy. And they will be so grateful to you, to them. And right now, the focus is to get more volunteers. Of course, we have to reach to many people. We have to have 10,000 plus uh, account here in Manjunath, in Buddhigiri Road, that palace also, Savirajam Palace also, Prabhu said at least 5,000, right? We gave 8,000 also. We said it's new place, right? But there we are desperate. In Buddhigiri, our Janmashtami is a top secret. Not one soul knows about it, right? So we want to break this secret soon now, right? And there is so less time. So what we are going to do is we are going to get desperate. We are going to barge into apartment after apartment to their MC. Give us your notice board. Give us your WhatsApp groups. allow us to spam your WhatsApp group. You post something like what do you do when you're desperate, right? When your child in your arms is very very ill, do you go to Practo to find the best physician? No, na. You run to the nearest clinic and you break things at the reception. Doctor किधर है? मेरा बच्चा बीमार. Desperate situation, right? So we are into that desperate situation. Hope next year we start 2 months in advance. But now that we have 4 Janmashtamis to do in 25 days time, let's all get desperate for the sake of Krishna. Let's go to our respective apartment wherever we live. Let's call our friends. We call our friends. We have been taught to call our friends for donations, for book distribution. Right now, that time we are taking, give us donation. Now we are giving. Come, do service. We are giving you service opportunity. Please come, right? And bring all the people you can bring. Connect me to who do you know in this apartment. This is what we are doing in Budigari. We are asking in PTM the parents of the friends of our kids. We are asking in your apartment. Who do you know? Do you know the MC? Right? Imagine doing what thing at what place. So, because you are desperate, become desperate, ask people, connect me to this apartment, go to that apartment, go to your own MC, right? And tell them, allow me to infiltrate our WhatsApp group, spam our WhatsApp group, put it on the notice board. I want to go myself and distribute pamphlets door to door. Many societies allow this, like many extra secular societies like Sandeep Yar and all the bad guys. They will not allow. If you do, somebody will call MC. Somebody came to give pamphlet in my house, right? But in some societies, they are favorable. So ask your MC, can I go and distribute pamphlets door to door? Right? So do things like this. Think on your own. We don't have any idea, right? You do whatever you can, but as many number of people you can bring to Janmashtami, that is a huge thing. And on the day of Janmashtami, that 8 a.m. to 2 a.m., bring people to stand there, instruct them. This is how we welcome people. This is how we do book distribution, how we handle shop, gift shop, right? We need lots of people in 4 Janmashtami. So I think before Mataji comes with a stick, because it's 2 hours almost. So we'll close. Any other quick questions? I hope I have clarified all questions. So any quick questions about the verses that we discussed or regarding Janmashtami, 4 Janmashtamis? Any query you have, you can ask later during Prasadam. Okay, so let's close quickly because I am scared. Okay, so let's